It was a hot summer afternoon when my teenage son was walking back from the lake carrying a fishing pole when suddenly an SUV with flashing lights and HOA patrol stenciled on the side swerved up onto the curb, and out jumped Karen's latest recruit-a-wannabe cop in a cheap uniform, shouting that my son was trespassing on private HOA property. Before my boy could even answer, the man actually drew a pistol and pointed it right at him. My blood ran cold as I saw it from our porch and sprinted across the yard ready to tear this fake officer apart. But before I could reach him, my son slowly raised his hand, reached into his wallet, and calmly flipped open a badge. A real one stamped United States Marshal. The young man's face went white as a sheet. Neighbors froze cameras out, and Karen, who had been watching from her golf cart, actually screamed when she realized her so-called security hire had just pointed a gun at a federal officer. The HOA patrol tried to stammer an excuse, but sirens wailed as county deputies rolled in, called by a neighbor who saw everything. The deputies disarmed the fake cop, cuffed him, and told Karen she was facing charges too for hiring armed impersonators. My son never even flinched. He showed his ID, explained the situation, and the deputies nodded with respect while Karen turned red, begging them not to take her away. But it was too late. The HOA board gathered in shock as their hired muscle was hauled off to jail, and Karen was issued citations for reckless endangerment and unlawful security contracting by sunset. The entire neighborhood knew the truth. The HOA had armed a fake cop who pointed a gun at the wrong kid and got exposed by a U.S. Marshal himself. Karen's reputation crumbled overnight, and she was voted out in disgrace. And to this day, every time I see my son's badge gleam in the sunlight, I smile, because Karen thought she could scare us with a toy soldier, but instead she armed her own destruction. So if you love seeing fake power collapse under real authority, hit that subscribe button, because the next HOA revenge story is even crazier.